Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Okay, I need Rick and Morty to quiet down just a little bit. I am not an intellectual. Um, I, bi- Watching Rick and Morty does not mean I have 1,000 IQ. I have 1,000 IQ and I watch Rick and Morty. No. Um, yeah. I just had it on the background. I was bored, guys. How? Oop, that was a full hop. Whoops. Can you fastball Lucina? Thanks. There we go. I need you to drop that, sis. Ah! Oh, okay. The boomerang just follows it into non-existence. Oh, that was just out of range. Mwah! Worth it. Fall. You have to fall off the platform and then fair.
You'll never defeat me.
Yeah, apparently Qatar built all those stadiums in FIFA using slaves, and those slaves died in 2022. What kind of reality are we living in? Too bad I'm still gonna watch that finals game. So what kind of morality do I have is a better question. What kind of thing do I let people get away with is the question I should be asking. I missed. Whoa! I didn't DI that. I didn't think that was gonna send me to the blast zone. Whoops. Let me just respond to this real quick. World Cup that. Yeah, we're 2,000 plus years into just common sense existing. Are you serious right now? Come on, aren't we better than this? Why can't they, what's the word? This is not BCE. Too scuffed. Sorry, guys. I was just responding to some texts. I missed? Oh, man. Wah! Oh, we made it back? Now that was good.
You'll never defeat me.
I'm gonna save that just for that last moment. So yeah, I mean full Lucina main. It's not a bad idea. I mean, it might be a better idea than just to like hop between two characters all the time. Although to be fair, that second character is Palutena. I've been playing Palu since I played Smash. I've been playing Bowser since I played Smash. Bro, I hate being a downer, but I'm such a downer. It's so hard to be living these days. I was literally having a conversation with a person who came in to buy alcohol. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Am I allowed to say the word alcohol on YouTube? Oh well. Oh my gosh. And freaking, we had a whole. I did the thing that I usually do, where I was just like, well, not like usually do it. I mean, ugh. Where I was just like, oh, it's kind of like they basically had expressed surprise at the cost that they were paying for their bottle, and I was just sitting here like, yeah, it's almost. Oh, no, I knew he was going for it too. I knew he was going for it. Ah, I should just. Yeah. Wow, he challenged there. That literally saved him. Can't he like down air? Oh no! Because I went off stage. Could have just stayed on stage, but I had to get the edge guard and just get gimped. Oh, that was an up air, not a back air. Good, you better air dodge there.
The future is not written.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I do it for specific matchups. Like I feel like this matchup specifically, I'd want to play Paluin because Paluin's just really good at taking advantage of Cruel's disadvantage state. I mean, in general, Paluin's good at taking advantage of people's disadvantage state because her advantage state is so good. What? You tech there? Of course you did. You're a bot. But I'm Lucina, so I'm fast enough to catch up to that. Wah! KO. I fast fell into the ball. I could have back aired. I could have stayed on legend and back aired. What? How did I miss? Oh no. Okay. How did I miss by sucking? Why? No. Stay away from me. What did the?
I won.
LMAO. Yeah, what was I thinking or talking about? I don't remember. Oh, right. So I was just doing my whole spiel, basically being like, bruh, like imagine. I actually saw this on Twitter, so I kind of stole it a little bit. I was just like, oh man, it's crazy how inflation is happening. It's almost like they told us this wouldn't happen because, you know, minimum wage, and they didn't change that, and it's been at 7.25 for like however long. Oops. Okay. Um. Nice down air, me. Wow, he is very slow. He footstooled me while I was down there. Oh my god, I just let him footstool me twice because I had to go for the edge guard. I mean, I always have to go for the edge guard. That's what you get.
Hide from the light.
Um, yeah, and I was just like, oh, what? It's crazy how minimum wage hasn't come up, but inflation increases anyways. You know, they promised us that inflation would happen as long as minimum wage didn't come up, but inflation happened anyways. You know, it's almost like minimum wage should match that at $27 an hour. You know? Whoopsies. Nope, that's not what I meant to do, but it's okay because they didn't punish. Whoopsies. Huh? Whoops, I missed the stage. Of course I did. Of course I missed the stage. I always miss the stage. See, people needing to feel superior. Oh, wait. Yeah, I need to make an accurate transition to that idea. So I'm talking with my talking to my friend. I'm sending texts. We're texting, right? Hike again. No! Oh, I wanted it again so bad. You're supposed to go double fair while they're falling, so they have to jump. They have to jump if they want out of that frame trap situation combo. Combo situation. We'll go with situation. No shot. That's crazy.
No sympathy from me.
That was horrible. First, I lose one stock. First, I lose my first stock. Then I lose my second stock at 11 for being greedy. Whoops. Deserved. 21%. Oh! Oh! Bang. Whoops. Whoa, look how much faster that fair is. They definitely captured the ideas of the tools effectively, I gotta say, as a Minecraft player. Oh! Okay. I feel like an actual Alex player wouldn't have let me get that far out into that position, but we take those. So, as a player, I feel like I'm very good at watching what other people are capable of doing and instantly absorbing that for myself. I suppose one could call it mimicking. I suppose one could call it copying. I like to call it absorbing. For a while, I called it copying. But I was like, I'm not really copying. I'm just making it my own. Especially if it's in the game. Like, copying is literally like 2 plus 2 equals 4, and then you put that onto your paper. But, like, if I can just do the same combos that I've seen other players do, sure, like, if they patented the combo, like, there's that smug combo. I guess you could say you copy that, you know? But you still had to do that combo, right? I kind of don't want to play this anymore. I just want to talk. But that's probably just because I'm losing the situation at hand. There you go. Fall back air. There you go. This Rick is weird. I can't even track accurately. That's the same up smash that Falcon has, and he freaking recovers from it just as fast. But yeah, I feel like as a player, specifically for fighting games, I'm capable of looking at what other people do, instantly identifying what they're doing or what idea they're trying to capture, and then absorbing it for myself, you know? But I feel like the downside to this is that I can't, like, I can, right, because it doesn't take much to do so. But like those ideas that would like occur to other players, like, oh, why don't we try this? Why don't we try that? That doesn't happen for me instantly. Like that only happens for me after I'm tempering. Like, let's take here. I'll use I'll use a combo in Street Fighter 4 as an example, right? Yeah, that was obvious. Okay.
No one hide from the light.
I'm gonna. It's late, so we are ending soon, but I want to finish my thought first. So the okay, the way I evolve as a player, I feel like, right? If I'm able to identify this, which I feel like I should be able to because, you know, I'm me, is I will watch other players do something, right? I'll watch another player. And the moment I'm able to identify that what they did was possible, I will proceed to pursue it for myself. For example, back when I was younger, I'll watch Smugs Dudley pull off Spacerian combos, and I'm like, oh, I want to do those combos. And all I would do would sit in the lab and just practice combos, because that's why I had entertainment. That was my entertainment when I was younger, because I couldn't buy a bunch of games and play through a bunch of story modes. And that was my entertainment when I was younger. And for what it was worth, I loved a lot of it, right? But now that I'm like older, I want to pursue a more competitive mindset. Like I see a lot of people stepping out of the competitive scene, which, yeah, but at the same time, like me, I want to like fight at that level. Like I feel like there might be like this point where it's like you hit that level and you get tired of staying at that level, but I want to hit that level first, you know? I don't know if I'll ever get tired. Like the level of perfection required, I might get a little tired of that. But I don't know if I'll ever get tired of like being outplayed and outplaying other players. Like I don't know if I'll ever get tired of that. That feeling is so good. Um, but putting that aside, right? I I want to be able to take something from scratch and like basically pioneer it, right? Basically pioneer this character or like this idea or like this whole thing, right? Um, and like others may have done it, but I'm like the one who like locked this in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I'm the type of player nor the type of person who's capable of doing that. I'm from what I've seen of myself in the past and arguably probably moving forward, I'm the type of player who can see other players do something, immediately capture that for my own, absorb it. I like to I like to say it. Um and then uh expand upon that with my own twists. Uh my Colleen in 5 is arguably a really good example that's also relevant enough for people watching and or listening to this for the first time because they can just scroll on my YouTube and pick anything and just probably find Street Fighter content. When I first picked up Colleen, right? When I first when I was a diamond player or when I was so for everyone who knows, great, you know, but for everyone who doesn't know, I played Vega when I got the game because I only had like the first 8 characters because I can't believe they paywall characters. I played Vega because he was the only character I recognized from 4 who also played similar to how he was in 4. Like Ryu and Ken did not play the way they played in 4. So I was like, yeah, no, I will play Vega. And I did not want to play Chun-Li because I don't play charge characters, or I didn't play charge characters back then. I play them now, but out of like a necessity and a desire to play every character type in preparation for 6. So I played and then I switched to G. Like I got G using points because I'm poor. And then I went to Karin, Karen, and I stuck with Karen for a while. And Karen took me to Ultra Gold. For anyone who's measuring this by ranks, Karen took me to Ultra Gold, if not regular Gold, I think. And then I got to Platinum, and at Platinum, not like I had a decision to make, but the entire time I was like there's a lot of lag below Diamond. There's a ton of lag below even like Super Diamond, right? And Karen is a character that does not work well in lag because of Tenko, just purely because of Tenko, and confirms, but also because Tenko. And so I said, what do I do? I don't want to keep playing Karen, but Karen's playstyle is clearly suits me. So a character similar to that is Colleen. Like Punk's Karen was the big one I was watching to like absorb a lot of tech. And he would also play Colleen, and I would see what he's doing with Karen, he's also doing with Colleen. Example, hit confirm, control space. That's all, hit confirm and control space. Foundations, pretty much, right? And so that led me to Nephew's Colleen, and right around that time, Kawano's Colleen was making waves in Japan, right? And so I was watching their Colleens, and I was looking at Colleen, and I said, huh. She has, like, everything Karen has, but I only have to confirm stand fears. And I have to do quarter circle triple punch. That's all. So I transitioned to Colleen, and we've been there since, right? But my Colleen's a good example because I tried to adopt a Nephew Kawano style of play, where it's like stand fierce confirms, you use your character's like presence and your own abilities to really like try to win battles. Which you should do like across the board with all characters, but certain characters have different game plans. Like Blanca, I feel like is going to I feel like Tim SF5 for any of the fights that you might see with when I play against him. I feel like he has a really good idea of how Blanca's game plan works. I just feel like his foundations are lacking. If his foundations were solid, his Blanca would be so much stronger. But like his Blanca game plan is really effective, because like Blanca inherently is like a character that's gonna try and like be crazier. Like he has like what, 2 hops back and forth on top of a dash, all of his Blanca balls and up balls and up toward ball, like he's just a crazy character. He's built to be that way. It's super fun to watch. It's such booty to be against, and it's super entertaining to play as, right? Like that's his archetype, is to like tilt you. It's to like get you all frustrated. It's to like really get up in there. And like the newest iteration of Blanca is really strong. On top of that, another example of a method of play that you could play is E Honda. E Honda's entire idea is just to sit there and +2 hands at you, right? When he gets it. Otherwise, sit there. Like sit there and like wait for your opponent to overextend and then punish them, and like you're like, what's the word? You're still using headbutt. Like you're still using headbutt as like a fireball, but not as often as you're using fireball. Like Sagat's a Shoto and Akuma's a Shoto, but they have 2 completely different game plans, you know? And obviously your foundations and skill as a player will show through when you play either of those guys, but they have 2 completely different game plans. Like it doesn't like, you know, you can't play an Akuma game plan with Sagat. You could play a Sagat game plan with Akuma, but you cannot play an Akuma game plan with Sagat. It's not feasible. It's not a thing you're going to want to do. You know, because Sagat might have damage output for days, but he does not have like the mix of capability that Akuma has. He does not have the Oki situation that Akuma has, you know? And Akuma could like do Fireball Oki, but why would he do that when he can just be in your face? And his buttons are amazing, you know? So all that said, Colleen game plan was very similar to Karen's. Control space with punish, cut things off when you can, confirm things when you can, anti-air, dash check. And if you do all of those to a pretty high degree, your gameplay itself will slowly improve, you know? And it's evident in like my growth as a player. My controller space has improved, my foundations have improved, all because my only focus is to do precisely that, is to improve those things, right? However, there is another playstyle that I saw from Japan, from another Colleen, Warlord level Colleen this time around, where I saw his name was Ultimate, or their name was Ultimate Nonke, Ultimate Nonke. If anyone listening to this wants to look that up, right? And this player was like, I need to rewatch it to understand when they're using stab and when they're not using stab and whatever, right? But this player was pure vanity shenanigans. This player was pure vanity shenanigans. That's what I call it. But they were just like vanitying everywhere. They were doing light, medium, heavy, EX. Like their main method of neutral control was vanity. And they still had these moments where they were still gonna like sit there and control space, right? But like their main method of like offense, defense, and neutral was vanity. And it's such an abrupt playstyle from the typical Colleen that like it's very effective. All that to say, Ultimate Nonke still had some amazing confirms, still had great anti-airs and great dash checks, right? But they're like if we had the same 30-second round, right? The same 99 to 69 30 seconds, the way Koano Nephew, I mean, I don't want to keep saying those names together, but like their playstyles are very similar, right? But like the way Koano would control space and go about that 30-second round is drastically different from the way Ultimate Nonke would. And not to say either one is good or bad, right? These are just the ways these players are choosing to play the characters. That's fine. But I'm only mentioning this in like a manner of there's clearly an effective like idea behind what Ultimate Nonke is doing. Koano, I don't even gotta tell you there's an effective idea. The guy literally won Evo, okay? Using solo Colleen. I don't even need to tell you guys. Solo nerfed Colleen at that. Not even pre-patch Colleen. Post-patch nerfed Colleen. I was so shocked. I mean, I was really happy, but I was so shocked. But there's clearly a method behind the madness, you know, for lack of a better way to say it. So me, as someone who's trying to get better at the game, but also develop their own playstyle, and on top of that, figure out an interesting way to keep the game fun for myself, decides, hey, I've come to what, Diamond, Ultra Diamond, I guess now Master, but we'll go with Ultra Diamond. I've come to around Super Ultra Diamond with an incredibly solid Colleen, I like to believe. With a Colleen that's gotten this far from like foundational improvements, from like dash checks, anti-airs, confirm, space control, um, any like these are all separate from offensive and defensive decision making. First off, like this whole idea of foundations is separate from offensive defensive decision making. That's step one, right? But these are also separate from like offensive and defensive sequencing, because those are different things. Because sequencing is more like the flowchart of choices that you would make, and decision making is more like in that instant, did you choose to tech, did you choose to not tech? Pretty much that's it, right? But separate from those things, you know, you did you improve your foundations, right? And once I hit that point, it was like, okay. And then I recognized like how effective vanity can be. And you guys have seen it, like anyone who's watched my previous streams, like y'all have seen it. So it's like, okay, so there's that, right? Like, all that to say, the character, my Colleen now, is clearly a Colleen that can be identified to me, right? To Tiger as a player. However, for me to have gotten this current Colleen, I had to absorb everything I did from those other players. Obviously, I didn't like absorb the rhythms to an extent, but when I saw the combo, I was like, yeah, that combo's mine now. Which I feel like, I don't know, I bring this up because I'm like, what is that like, is like, that's how things go. I just feel like, for example, if I played Colleen before I saw all of that, I don't think I would have ever figured out EX hands medium vanity sweep into medium hands. I don't think I would have ever figured that out. Ever. And maybe I might have. Maybe. But I feel like that kind of moment is like, damn, how do I do that? You know, how do I figure that out? How do I just stumble upon that, I suppose? Do I just keep experimenting? That's probably the answer, is just keep experimenting. I mean, it usually is the answer, but, you know, I had to go on a little rant to reach that conclusion anyways, right? Anyways, thank you all for watching today's stream. Bit shorter, you know, and it's late because it's after work. I haven't been able to stay consistent with these in terms of, like, the time, but I've been trying to get them daily. I miss Thanksgiving, but I feel like that's pretty valid. Oh my god, I got schoolwork to get done. Oh. It's just, I never want to do it, and it's always just sitting there, sitting on my head. Like, if the schoolwork was a physical object, it would just be sitting on my head all the time. I hate this feeling. I hate this feeling so much. And it's just like, I could do so much better, so many better things with my time, but instead I waste it all thinking about how I should be doing my homework that I don't want to do. Oh, just do the homework. Why can't you just do the homework and then stream and play? There are a lot of doctors and therapists out there that can answer that question for me, okay? It's dumb. Yeah. We have to still do the homework for now. I can't let my grades slip, supposedly. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you watch this. You know, before I really like call it. Let me just do some quick like check these out because I'm a fan of them. If you haven't already been keeping up with Blue Lock in manga and or anime fashion, I highly recommend manga, but like, you know, a lot of people don't like manga for some reason. Blue Lock is going crazy, and the World Cup is happening right now, and that's going even crazier. Like, every team this year is insane. It sucks that's in Qatar, because, wow, they're doing a lot of bad things, and I do not support Qatar whatsoever. But, holy crap, like, separating the soccer or the football from wherever it's being held, guys, this World Cup is absolutely bonkers. Wow. Just wow. just wow. I can't wait to see what round of 16 brings and who's coming up and who's getting knocked out. I just cannot wait. Um, subscribe to Technoblade if you haven't already. Subscribe to Orangepail too, please. But subscribe to Technoblade more. Um, what is it? If you haven't been watching One Piece or reading One Piece, please read One Piece and then catch up like instantly because woof, tomorrow's gonna be an amazing chapter. Unless there's no chapter tomorrow because it was 13 days last week, so it might actually be next week's chapter, which sucks. Which sucks now that I think about it because I was actually looking forward to that One Piece chapter, but it's all right. We'll be fine. Um, what else? I hope Street Fighter 6 ends up being fun. I hope that gets good. I think they're gonna. If I can make a prediction, it's currently November 27th, 2022, 2:22 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm predicting now that they're gonna announce the release date after Capcom Cup. It's not that hard of a prediction. They announced Street Fighter 6 at last year's Capcom Cup, so odds are, especially with the way they've been like lining everything up, that or they're gonna release the last four characters that were leaked, but weren't announced in the music video with the art. For anyone who hasn't seen the leak, I'm not gonna mention those characters. I'm just gonna say there was supposedly four of them, because the leak might not be accurate. So far it has been, but the leak might not be accurate. And then what else did I want to mention? Something to watch. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, please check out Watcher's Ghost Files. It's really good content. I like it a lot. And also the Mandela Catalog Volume 4 dropped today, so I'm about to watch that after this, even though I should go to sleep. Oh god, I actually shouldn't watch that because that's gonna haunt my dreams tonight, and or nightmares. Yeah. Once again, thank you all for I suppose at this point listening to my ramblings. I hope to see you all again tomorrow, and take care, y'all.